Hey guys, Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com. As you can see, repping my boys, going to a 6th straight AFC Championship game next Sunday night against the Steelers. It's not too late to join the bandwagon if you want to become a New England fan. There's a lot of winning going on. But back to business. Today I want to talk to you about how heavy benching will be more beneficial than speed work for a beginner to intermediate lifter. All right. Now, with a beginner, first off, you haven't even developed the technique yet to even begin to add speed to your lifts. All right. You have to focus on just getting proficient in the lift itself. You got to get better at benching. All right. And how you do that, you're just going to accumulate volume over time. Okay. You just got to keep practicing the movement. Don't worry about how fast you're moving quite yet, because it's going to look shit poor. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Don't have a beginner try to do speed work. They have to develop technique first. Now, it's good to be with the intent to be explosive. You always want the intent to be explosive. But telling a beginner to try to move this bar as fast as possible, and that's the main goal, that doesn't work out very well. Things go haywire real quick. A beginner is much better off learning how to bench heavy, learn how to handle those heavy weights, learn how to brace with the weights. You're going to get a lot more out of that than trying to move lightweight very fast when you don't even have a technical foundation yet. All right. Same goes for an intermediate lifter. Now, I bet most of you watching this wondering where you're falling in the categories: beginner, intermediate, advanced. When I say intermediate, that pretty much includes most of us. All right. Intermediate is past that beginning 1 year stage. In between advanced, I'm talking very high level lifters. All right. Intermediate lifters, I think, could benefit much more from heavy weights as well than actual speed work. All right. A lot of intermediate lifters still have quite a bit of muscle mass to put on. All right. So instead of trying to work the nervous system, trying to make that muscle mass work quicker, I think it's much more beneficial to try to gain some more muscle mass, work with that heavy weights. The thing is, when you're working with heavy weights, learning how to brace with that weight and handle that weight. If you're using lightweight too much and you're not getting enough heavy work in, you start to a little bit lose that ability to handle those heavy weights. Those heavy weights are going to end up feeling very heavy instead of feeling manageable like they should be. All right, that's why I'm a big proponent of board work, and I could do a whole video on that itself. But with the board work, you're handling super maximal weights. All right, you're handling weights over your 1 rep max. If you learn how to brace and manage that weight in your hand, then imagine what you could do with regular volume work weight around 70-something%. All right, it's gonna feel very, very light in your hands. All right, that's why I'm a big proponent of benching heavy multiple times a week, but keeping your fatigue levels low. Bench recovers very quickly. If you have trouble recovering, of course, you might have to cut back that second heavy benching day. But I'm a big proponent of benching heavy twice a week. All right. So there you have it. I think if you're doing speed work right now and you're a beginner, stop doing that. All right. It's good to have the intent to be explosive, but you got to develop your technique and your strength foundation first. All right. If you're an intermediate lifter, I think if you make the switch from speed work over to a second heavy benching day, or just a heavier benching day in general instead of speed work, especially if you only bench once a week, I think you're going to see some major benefits from that. All right. So there you have it. Start benching heavy. All right. Always move the bar with explosive intent. That's where you're going to develop your speed. All right. Especially in warm-ups. Don't necessarily have to bench at 65% plus chains or bands once a week. All right. I think you get much better results from this heavy benching. So try that out. Let me know how that goes for you. Shoot me an email, coachben@bigbenchas.com, to learn more about our online training program. People are getting stronger, and so can you. And I'll see you guys next Benching Monday.